In our primary voter guide, you were the only one of 6 candidates to say that you supported Common Core. Now, you have said that if there are changes that need to be made, you're willing to make them. Have you heard from people about any specific changes that they want to see made to these standards in the state?
I think Common Core is a hugely misunderstood issue. The people that talk against Common Core often say, oh, it's a federal takeover of local education. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, the states designed the Common Core standards because they were concerned at the local level that they needed to have their students be better prepared for college or for careers. So college and career readiness was the goal of Common Core. And look, it's not perfect. We need more local control. And if something needs to be changed, we can change it. But over the last 6 or 7 years, by Kentucky's own statistics, we've gone from having 31% of our students be college or career ready to about 54% of our students being college or career ready. That's a big leap. That's a big leap in 6 or 7 years. And I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So if we do need to make some tweaks here or there, or if teachers aren't satisfied with what they're teaching in the classroom, or if they want to teach more engineering and mathematics and maybe they're not doing that, you hear that sometimes, maybe we need to do that. But just to rail against Common Core and claim it's a federal takeover of education when it's really not, it seems to me like you're being disingenuous with the public when you do that.
Now, another education issue that's being discussed in this race is charter schools. In our primary voter guide, you said that you would be open to the idea of charter schools if they didn't take away funding from public schools and were held to the same standards. The bill that was pushed in 2015 would have had public charter schools through pilot projects, and from what I understand, it would have likely met that criteria. Is that something you would have signed or vetoed if you were governor?
Oh, I have to go back and review the bill. I don't know. I'm not going to say what I'm going to sign or what I'm going to veto. I would say that if you've got innovation, if you have pilot programs, I can support the concept of a charter school as long as it's within the context of public education and we're creating competition within public education. I also want it to be transparent. So if we're throwing off the shackles of bureaucracy and encouraging our schools to innovate and do a better job, I can support that. As Attorney General, I've been the leader amongst my colleagues in going after some of the for-profit colleges, for example, that have been more interested in getting their hands on federal student loan dollars than they have been in actually training people and putting them in jobs. You talk about a workforce issue, there's one. What I don't like in charter schools are what's happened in some states where you have for-profit companies coming in, siphoning off public dollars, making a profit for themselves, and cherry-picking students and creating a more permanent underclass in other areas of education. I don't like that. So the devil's in the details with charter schools. So I would want to see the bill. But if you're talking about being innovative and transparent within the context of public education and not siphoning off public dollars, then I can support that.